Welcome to my Saturday. My name is Terry, that's Teri, and this is my first ever vlog. So I recently started going back to therapy, and one of the tasks or homework that my therapist gave me was to plan a date with myself that I treat as if it's a plan with a friend. So if people ask me, do you have plans on Saturday? I say yes. And that way I honor the commitment to myself and I don't overbook and try to stay busy and distracted constantly. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt very strange to have no plans lined up for today and just be able to do whatever I wanted. So as you saw, I went for a walk on the seawall, and then I went to House Concepts Glow Pilates, which was really good. It was hard and it was heated, which I didn't know. I had no idea it was going to be heated. Luckily, I'm usually drenched in sweat, and in this case, I was not drenched in sweat for some reason. So came home, had a nice journaling session, read a bit of my book, but now I'm having that strange sensation of boredom and having so many options and yet not knowing which one to pick and not wanting to waste my Saturday, but also my whole goal is to slow down. I feel like so many of us are just rushing around constantly. And today I wrote as my intention or affirmation theme, slow down and enjoy your free day. And yet I found myself just making a huge list of all the things I should and could be doing, like taxes and cleaning my room and going for a run and getting ready and doing everything shower. And I just had this ongoing list that started to feel very overwhelming. And then I looked up at the daily affirmation and realized that that's not the point of today. Also, bear with me. This is my first vlog ever, and I don't even know if I'm going to share it. So it's more of an experiment. And I think treating things as more of an experiment versus applying so much pressure to ourselves really helps. And something I wrote down around vlogging and just wanting to be more creative is doing it as recording, or just for myself to have a record of my day, my life. It also helps you stay accountable. It's like having people watch what you're doing motivates you to stick to a routine. And I've already felt that this morning. So that's been positive. Still being myself and being, real and authentic and as normal as I can be in front of a camera. And then having fun with it versus trying to be performative or try to achieve something or build something. I'm not there at this point. I'm just wanting to have fun. And I used to love editing and making videos in high school, so it's kind of a throwback. And that's kind of all I have to say for now. So I showered. I made a blueberry protein smoothie. I added more collagen to it. I think my friend is going to join. I know that today is solo day, but I feel like I've had enough solo time and I could benefit from a conversation with another person. I'm really excited to show you these noodles. They look so good. And I've been craving dumplings. Like I always look at the menu before I go anywhere and just decide what I want so I'm not overwhelmed when I get there. And I think I have my selection. I think I'm going to do the beef noodles with the burger and the dumplings, which might be overkill, but I'll just take home what I don't eat. Now that my hair is nearly dry, I'm gonna apply my skin food, and normally I just apply this at night because it's so thick, but I'm just gonna do a little bit and let it sink into my skin before I put any makeup on. Something I wanted to talk about while I do my makeup is how difficult it can be to make a decision. This is something I've struggled with, even if it's just a simple, what am I going to order at a restaurant, or what am I going to wear today? Sometimes I get stuck in this indecision paralysis where I have all these options in my head. Even today, I was trying to figure out, what am I going to do today? I was constantly, going through lists and planning and ideas, and then ended up at times paralyzed in my bed or in the house because I don't know what to do and I don't know what to pick. And so I saw this video where someone talked about what's called the iteration advantage. And basically it's the concept that there's two types of people. One person will spend a lot of time planning and analyzing and making pros and cons lists and trying to come up with the right decision. And then someone else will make a decision quickly, gain data points and learn, and then make another decision, another one. They talk about it a lot in business because let's say you have to decide on what platform you're going to use. Are you going to spend months in the deciding stage, or are you going to try a platform, test it, and then iterate? So a way you can apply this to life, we think that there's a right decision for us at any given time. Like, where am I going to move? What am I going to study? And these do feel, and they are really big decisions, like especially when you're deciding your major or what city you want to move to, etc., or even who you want to date. However, these things aren't forever. You can always change things, And so people with commitment issues who can't commit to plans, can't commit to people, or, have a hard time making a decision, they're afraid that they're going to make the wrong one, so they stay stuck and make no decision, which is so much worse. And I'm sure you've seen the quotes everywhere about how you're losing your potential and time and possibility by just not making a decision out of fear and uncertainty. So I'm trying to practice this in my life more, and in little ways. So let's say starting with ordering something from a restaurant or posting a photo on Instagram without asking friends which one's the best. Just tiny ways, or like wearing a new outfit. And then you slowly build trust in yourself, and those decisions become bigger. So deciding what job you want to move into, or what passion project you want to start. All of these things lead to a better outcome and a richer life with more experiences. There's another metaphor, which is, if you're standing in a hallway full of doors, is it a better approach to keep standing in the hallway and debating which door to open, or start opening the doors and looking in the rooms? So just something to consider. I think I spent a lot of time just doubting myself and if the decisions I was making were best for me. And I would ask a lot of friends for their feedback. Like, do you think I should do this or this? And I think a lot of us do that. However, who knows you better than yourself? Who knows everything, all the data points, the feelings, the dreams, just what you want? If you outsource your life and all your decisions to other people because it feels easier, first of all, you have someone to blame. Like, oh, you told me to post this photo. And maybe we want someone to blame so that we don't have responsibility over the outcome of our own lives. But once we see that as empowering instead of terrifying, our lives become a lot better. And what I mean by that is when someone tells you you're responsible for your life, any situation in your life, you have to change it. You're not the victim. You can't, you can complain, but that's not going to get you anywhere. If we're used to complaining and, being the victims of our lives, that's really stressful to hear. But when you change your perspective and you think, oh, I am in control of my own life and I can become whoever I want to, that becomes empowering and not scary, hopefully. It's still kind of scary because then you have to actually act. And personally, that's why I enjoy complaining or blaming, because then it's not my fault and I don't have to take action. I can keep doing the same thing that I am used to doing. But that's not how change happens. So right now, first of all, I'm not sure how this is going in terms of makeup, but I'm not going to bother saying what's what because this video is basically just for me. Or who knows, maybe one other person is watching it right now. Let's bear in mind we are going to a casual noodle house. However, one of my goals was to look and feel my best when I leave the house, especially on a Saturday night. So we're just committing and we're going to go for it. We're going to add that powder. I'm going to put on a lip liner. And I think that's probably sufficient. This adds a little hydration. Here's my outfit. I'm just wearing these baggy jeans, my Burke ripoffs, leather jacket, and a bag. Peach. What's that?
It's chocolate Oreos.
Yeah. Cucumber chips. Fried crab flavor. Is it actually?
Oh, it's my favorite menu item. I kind of.
Are like 14 and 12. So like my life is very established in Baltimore. Like it just is. Like my business is there, my kids are there.
Yeah. Okay, so are you gonna tell me how old you are? Are you gonna keep the secret?
Yeah. So I'm 48. Did you guess that?
How old? I never. I
48.
really believe that. Either.
I'm exhausted. The noodle place was insanely good. Really hard to eat, but really good. And I don't know if you saw, we were watching Age of Attraction, which is filmed in Whistler and Vancouver. Incredible. Better than I expected, honestly. I was really over Love is Blind. I didn't watch this season or the last one, and I was surprised by how entertaining and good this show is. I thought it was gonna be absolute trash, which it still is, but it's entertaining. It's so entertaining, and I'm excited to see the Vancouver scenes, because right now, don't mind the sound of my cleanser. Right now it's just all Whistler, but they're going to Vancouver and they're filming in all these restaurants, and I don't know, I'm equally excited to see that. So overall, had a really lovely day. From the beginning, the Pilates class, the walk, sauna, chilling. I had like a couple slow moments, for example, reading my book. And I feel like I did remove the pressure. Like, I did enough, but I didn't feel like I had to be productive. And that was a nice relief. I'm going to a Pilates class at 10 a.m. It's reformer, but traditional reformer, not like great. Meeting a friend and going there, and then I have kind of the midday to chill. And then later in the day, I'm doing a breathwork class at Ritual Urban Retreat. They have sauna cold plunge also, but I think I'm sauna'd out. And I also didn't get in because they can fit 4 people. So it was booked. Midday, something I've said I need to do and have put off for a while is cleaning my stuff, like going through my closet, getting rid of clothes, all of that. So that could be an opportunity. Or if I'm feeling up for it and it's not really gross out, I could go for a run, because I am doing my half marathon training, even though I'm not signed up for half marathon. I just wanted to do it because that's what people do at my age when you don't have children. And I've been following the training plan just kind of for fun to see how I can improve. And I'm supposed to do the long run tomorrow, which is always kind of the most strenuous. So if I'm feeling up for it and have energy, I'll do it. I was supposed to do it today, and I just felt wired and tired today. Like, had a few coffees, still did not have the energy to run even 5K, let alone 15. So yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. It's been really nice to have a weekend, not drinking, not going out, not making any big plans, and just getting to slow down. I've said that a million times, but that's the goal. And if I say it on camera, then I won't forget next weekend, when I do a similar thing, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna get into bed now. I'm gonna brush my teeth first and then turn in. It is now around 9:30 and my class is at 10. So it's a quick walk, but I definitely need to get a move on. I'm just gonna go makeup free. Don't need any tinted sunscreen because it is a cloudy Sunday. Just gonna put on some moisturizer. And I had a leftover pancake and some tea. Read my book. I didn't actually meditate this morning, so I will dedicate my time after the class to kind of doing my typical routine. I just really felt like sleeping in a little bit, being really slow, getting something with some carbs before the workout, because that makes a huge difference. You probably saw yesterday, I did not fuel before my workout, and it's really important to do that. So I'm gonna get changed and then walk over to Pilates.